Hello, and welcome to a new episode of The Defeationist, where we're talking about the difference between Concord and Marvel Rivals, and what made Concord kind of worse than Marvel Rivals in every aspect. And I'm not going to pretty much talk about it from here. When it comes to competitive multiplayer games, creating an experience that strikes the right balance between accessibility and depth and engaging gameplay is a monumental challenge. Two recent entrants in the genre, Marvel Rivals and Concord, attempt to capture players with a unique takes on competitive design. While both games have merit, Marvel Rivals stands out as a superior experience for its cohesive mechanics and character-driven gameplay, and community-centered approach, of course. Additionally, its pricing structure is more accessible, providing players with better value compared to Concord, which is free versus $40. Now let's break down why Concord failed and Marvel Rivals is succeeding currently.
Let's do this. Go!
From the moment you load up Marvel Rivals, the game makes one thing clear and wants you to have fun right away. Its onboarding experience is second to none, with tutorials that are short, intuitive, and focused on core mechanics. Rather than an overwhelming player with information, you introduce to the basics through guided missions and featuring iconic heroes like Spider-Man and Iron Man, ensuring that even those unfamiliar with competitive games can enjoy themselves. Concord, on the other hand, falls into a common pitfall of trying to be too ambitious right out the gate. The tutorials are long-winded and the mechanics are layered with complexity, while rewarding in the long term, alienate new players, and this steep learning curve can make the game feel like a chore rather than a thrilling experience. What sets Marvel Rivals apart is its dedication to character-driven gameplay. Each hero or villain comes with unique abilities that feel true to their comic book origins. For example, Iron Man's reliance on energy management and his repulsor blast and flight mirrors his resourceful persona, while Wolverine's regenerative ability makes him a relentless close-range fighter. The nuances make each map feel like a story unfolding, as players experiment with their favorite characters and develop strategies around their strengths. By contrast, Concord relies heavily on generic avatars, interchangeable abilities. While this allows for some creative freedom in how players build their characters, it sacrifices the emotional connection that comes from embodying a well-known figure. The results of the gameplay feel more like a tactical exercise than a dynamic battle. At the heart of Marvel Rivals is its seamless blend of fast-paced combat and strategic layers. Matches are designed to reward both quick reflexes and thoughtful planning, with dynamic objectives that encourage players to adapt on the fly. The inclusion of the team synergy mechanics, where abilities can interact between characters, further elevates the gameplay, fostering a sense of collaboration in team-based modes. While Concord boasts a strategic element, its pacing often feels sluggish and objectives lack in immediacy and excitement found in Marvel Rivals, leading to drawn-out matches that can feel repetitive, and furthermore, the lack of synergy between character or builds make the team dynamic less compelling. Marvel Rivals doesn't just stop at delivering great gameplay. It actively fosters a thriving community. Frequent updates, seasonal content, transparent communications from developers, that keeps players engaged and invested. The ranking system is designed to encourage progression without pushing casual players, ensuring that everyone has a place in the ecosystem. Concord, while ambitious in its vision, it struggles to establish the same rapport with its community updates, and they were sparse. Considering the game was out for 2 weeks, the competitive scene felt underdeveloped, leaving players without a clear sense of direction or purpose. And without a strong community backbone, even the well-most designed mechanics can feel a little hollow. Visually, Marvel Rivals delivers a polished experience that feels like stepping into a Marvel comic. The art style feels vibrant and is detailed, with animations that bring characters to life. Audio design also deserves praise, from the iconic sound of Thor's hammer to the voice lines of various characters interacting with each other. While Concord has its moments of visual flair, the overall presentation lacks a cohesive identity that Marvel Rivals achieves. The art direction feels inconsistent, with some of the characters looking ugly as hell, and/or that not making sense for what they are currently doing, and some animations come off as stiff or uninspired, detracting from the immersive experience.
Anybody who has the chance can be a hero. I believe that.
Final 10 seconds. It's Spider Time!
A crucial aspect of any multiplayer game is how its characters are visually realized. Marvel Rivals excels by offering meticulously crafted designs that reflect each character's personality and lore. Excluding the fact that it's from the Marvel Universe, because that has nothing to do with it at this point, from Spider-Man's sleek and agile frame to the imposing and regal stature of the Black Panther, every character feels distinct and instantly recognizable. These characters aren't just eye candy, they also enhance the gameplay by making each hero's role and abilities visually intuitive. In contrast, Concord leans heavily on a more genre sci-fi aesthetic, with characters that often blend together rather than stand out. While the futuristic designs are competent, they lack the flair and individuality that make Marvel Rivals so compelling. The lack of distinctiveness can make the game's world feel less immersive and characters less memorable. The only thing you mainly remember about Concord's character designs is the fact that they are all terrible, or half of them are just terrible or don't make sense for what they are. And you can't visually get a personality out of each of them because they all are shaped weird, and it doesn't make any sense. But then, that's just me.
You are wounded.
Fine. They only got one of my legs.
How are those hands? How bad is it?
Both Marvel and Concord set out to innovate the competitive multiplayer scene, but Marvel Rivals emerges as a clear winner thanks to its accessible design, character-driven gameplay, and community-first approach. It's a game that understands its audience and leverages the strength of its design to create an experience that's both thrilling and deeply rewarding. While Concord had potential, it needed to address its character design, its pacing, presentation, and its community engagement if it hoped to have rival, pun intended, Marvel Rivals, or its successors. For now, the crown also still belongs to the Earth's mightiest heroes.